Hello, and this time we're looking at solving equations, but not actually how to solve them, but how to check that you've got your answer right. You don't want to do a question and make a little mistake with a minus sign, not realize, and then lose a lot of marks that really ought to be yours. So having a different way of checking your answer is really a very good idea. Now we can do checking in two ways. If you have a calculator with the shift solve function, then you can use your calculator, or you can do it a manual left right hand side checking mechanism, which you can still use your calculator to do the numeracy for you, but you can do without a calculator as well. So let's have a look at this one. So here we've got this first equation. We've moved the 3a, we've moved the 11, we've divided. We think this is the right answer. Now, if you've got a calculator like this, not all calculators have this function, but you can actually, on this calculator, this is the Casio ClassWiz 991EX. I strongly recommend it, and I don't work for Casio. I'm not getting a commission or anything like that. It's just very useful for checking things in the exam, and you're allowed them in your GCSEs, so it makes sense to have it. You just type in the whole equation exactly as it says. So 5. Now you could use the A button, alpha A. You have got an X button, so you can either type it in with the letter X and know that we're just substituting the X, or you can use the letter A. 5A plus 11. Now if you press the equals at the bottom, it'll try and work this out from a stored value. We want this equal sign, alpha equals. So it's looking, it's writing it out rather than doing an equals. 3 alpha A minus 2. And then again, rather than pressing equals, which it won't like that, we're wanting it to solve the equation. So shift and then this solve button here. Now you might think, A is 0. No, this is the calculator saying, where do you want me to start looking? The calculator isn't going to do this the same way I did with algebra. It's going to pick an answer, in fact this one, see if it works, and if not, find a better one, and find a better one until it finds a perfect answer. So this is not the answer, this is the guess. You've got to press equals, and it says, okay, then the answer is minus 6.5, and left minus right is saying, I got it really accurate. And yeah, it's 0, so I'm absolutely confident about it. I got that as well, so big ticks for me. I'm very happy. I'm not definitely right. I could, I suppose, have made a mistake on both ways, but the fact that both agree with each other, more likely is not, that's absolutely perfect. So do another example on the calculator. Same thing, type it in exactly as it looks. 10 minus 5x alpha equals 2 bracket 3 minus 2x. And you really you do want to write it in as exactly as it is. Don't do processes in your head, because if you make mistakes on those, then obviously it's not checking it. So write it exactly as it looks. Just double check it. Shift solve. Remember, that's not the answer. It'll always bring up the last answer, in fact. So if we do it again, it'll bring up whatever it says. So this one says it's 4, and it's got it bang on. I've got 4/9. So the fact that I've got a different answer means I ought to go back and check. Now I know there's something odd here. Have I typed it in wrong? No, it's probably me then. 10, that's all fine. 2 times 6. There we go. Look, 2 times 2x, I've put 4x, but this minus sign, that should be a minus there, not a plus. Okay, and then I'd add the 5x to minus 4, and that would be 1x, and then 1x equals 4. So now I agree with the calculator. So it's very important you do that check those silly mistakes like minuses and other numbers. Now I did say we'd do these ones manually, which I'll do this one manually, and then I'll just show you what happens when things go wrong. So I'll come back to that. So doing this manually, we can do that absolutely fine. We just work out, if we think it is minus 5, work out the left side, does it equal the right side? So here we're going to say the left-hand side equals 15 minus 2 times minus 5. Minus 2 times minus 5 is positive 10. 15 plus 10 is 25. And the right-hand side, we haven't got anything to work out. It already says 25. They're the same, so I feel quite confident about the answer. Same thing here, we can work out the left-hand side. So, I haven't even finished doing the question on this one. Must have been in a rush. So that will definitely lose marks in the exam. So we're going to take away 4x from both sides and take away 3 from both sides to get x is minus 5. Right, let's try it now. So 2 times minus 5 is minus 10. That's minus 11. So the left-hand side is minus 5 11ths. Not confident about this. And the right-hand side is minus 5 plus 3, which is minus 2. 2 over minus 2 is minus 1. They do not equal each other. Something has gone wrong. So let's check it again. I've timed this bottom up there. Yes, I've timed that up there. 5 times that. Oh, classic mistake. 5 times x is 5x, but I haven't times the second number. That should be a 15. Let's check the other one. 2 times 2x, 4x, yes. 2 times minus 1, I remembered to do it that time. So still get a 1x on this side, but here we're going to get minus 17. So if we work that out again, the left-hand side and the right-hand side to check, then we can see whether we've got it. 2 lots of 17 is 34. It's minus 17, of course, so that's minus 34 minus 1 is minus 5. So 5 over minus 35 is minus 1/7. And then if we put that in here, minus 17 plus 3, that's 2 over minus 14, which is also minus 1/7. So I'm pretty happy. Let's just have a look at doing it on the calculator. If we say, type it in exactly as it looks, 5 over 2x minus 1, alpha equals 2 over x plus 3, shift solve, says x equals 4. That's just the guess. That's what we had last time, if you remember, when we did this question here. It just remembers the last one, so that's not the answer. Press equals. It's thinking, ooh, yeah, not good. So if this happens, and you're thinking, well, have I typed it in wrong? Backspace. No, I've typed it in right. What's happening is that this is, because of the divides, it's a bit of a complicated one in some respects. And the way the calculator's working it is it goes, no, this answer that you've asked me to start at is no good. I'll go and find a better one, but it chooses the wrong path to go down. It starts down a path which is sort of a dead end of never going to work, and it will never get to the right answer. If that happens to you, then you can always do it this manual method, or the other option, if you might be able to get it to work, is you can say, okay, let's try a different value. Let's try something like, instead of 4, let's try minus 4 or something like that, and see if that works. And this time it does. It's close enough, or at least in the right direction, that it doesn't go spinning off on a tangent. Shouldn't happen very often, and anything where there's no divides in anything like these other 3 questions, it'll just get the answer straight away. But if it does do something funky, then try a different starting number where it says, where do you want me to start, when you press shift solve, or just do the old-fashioned method. But yeah, minus 17, and we got minus 17 after correcting it, so pretty sure that I'm happy there. I'm happy because I'm pretty sure I've got it right. So, in quick summary, it's very, very important that when you do any maths that you can check your answer and you're not going to lose marks. But especially, it's so easy to miss minus signs, to forget to times things, to do a little add instead of a little times. So many little mistakes you can make, that having the calculator check your work or doing it yourself by substituting the values just gives you that confidence that you're not going to have lost those marks. And it's so quick to do that it is really very much worthwhile. Okay, hope that all makes sense. Hope that's helpful. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments, but ta-ra for now.